artificial intelligence, the breakthroughs here are absolutely mind-blowing. Check out ChatGPT. This is a derivative, I believe, of GPT-3 and OpenAI service. And what you can do is prompt ChatGPT to write an essay on the history of space exploration. And boom, less than a minute, it's there. And it's pretty well written, too. And I'm a stickler on writing. Now, many people are horrified at this thought and what it means for education, but we're not. Because the reason it's able to do this is it scours the internet from the beginning of internet time and writes the essay. Well, guess what? Yes, the internet includes a lot of facts and figures, but it also includes misinformation as well as creative writing and science fiction. So the history of space exploration is going to have all kinds of mistakes associated with misinformation or creativity. And so it's going to change education. There will be a lot more fact checking if a student decides to have ChatGPT write an essay. But we already know that ChatGPT is scoring better than the national average on the SATs. And it's going to get better with time because these machine programs learn with time. There's another app that's out there called Lensa AI, put out by Stable Diffusion. And within, I think it was in 5 days, it got 1 million users. This app creates many profile pictures for anyone, just based on searching your Facebook and other social presence. So Brett Winton, our director of research, did it, and I must say that the photos look terrific. So he's now using one for his profile picture. We also have DALL-E 2. DALL-E 2 is, again, with a prompt. You can say, I'd like to see pictures of myself in all kinds of sports forms. And boom, 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 populated very, very quickly. And by our estimates, some of its output today, and it's going to get better, would probably cost $150 to $300 and take 4 hours or more for an artist to draw. And this took, just a few minutes. So, these are already, what we believe is going to happen is that artificial intelligence is the equivalent of the assembly line for the Industrial Revolution. But this is the knowledge revolution. And try these out yourself. You'll see how powerful they are. And we're hearing programmers say that, that you have to know how to program if you're going to do this, but it saves them 50% of their time. So it's really astonishing what's going on. Energy storage, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technologies, they are ready for prime time. They are taking off, as I'm going to describe to you in a moment. But the winners are going to be those companies that are spending aggressively now. Especially because with artificial intelligence, many winners are going to be in winner take most categories. So we want that. But when the market is focused on one quarter and wants its profits now and its dividends now, and the algorithms basically decide that anything without high profit margins or anything that disappoints on profit margins because of more investing, algorithms, they make none of these distinctions and they just pummel these sorts of stocks. Truth will win out. This reminds me very much of the late 90s for value investors. In the late 90s, value investors looked like they had two left feet, looked like they had gone dumb, stupid. And of course, that was the tech and telecom bubble that ended badly. And they were right after all. Today, innovation investors look like they have two left feet or that they've lost their brains. We are more convinced than ever that these innovation platforms are evolving maybe faster than even we expected. And we believe staying away from innovation now is going to be as big a mistake as falling all over other investors to try and up technology weightings in the late 90s. Again, truth wins out. One of the reasons I wanted to feature some things that have happened around innovation last year is because investors aren't taking note. And it is pretty astonishing. If we were in a bull market for growth stocks, innovation portfolios would be soaring on the type of news that I'm about to give you. I tweeted about the first one here. A 12-year-old girl, Alyssa, in the UK at a cancer research hospital, had tried dozens of therapies, maybe up to 100 therapies, and there was nowhere else to go. So they used base editing on her particular kind of leukemia. And 7 months later, she's cancer-free. Now, that happened, and we are in early days of base editing and other kinds of gene editing like CRISPR gene editing. But here's another example of a functional cure. And if any of you have seen the clip on BBC, I didn't see it on American television. I was in Asia and called back and said, "Oh, wow, isn't this exciting?" And nobody knew what I was talking about. But when they did the research, and I just felt, okay, this is a real clue that the market's not discounting any innovation. In fact, worse, it's not even giving companies credit for innovation that is proving out, that's not in the future.